Welcome to this today's digital switching system module 3. This is the last module we have to study. In this module, we'll be learning telecommunication topic and switching systems. In this telecommunication topic, we'll be studying what is the unit of traffic, then what is congestion, traffic measurement, then some mathematical models, and we are deriving the derivations for last call systems. Okay, and queuing system. And in the switching systems, we are designing the single stage, two stage circuits networks, and also grading systems we will be studying, and also the grade of service linked systems will be studying. And for this model 3, text 1, I am referring. To begin with telecommunication topic, in the introduction part, when any industrial plant is to be designed, in initial decision must be made as to its size is how much in order to obtain the desired throughput. So any industry or any telecommunication exchange we wanted to set up, then we always think the initial decision. Okay, what is its size? Okay, in telecommunication, what is the size of the telephone exchange? 1,000 lines, 10,000 lines, 1 lakh lines, like that. In telecom system, it is the traffic to be handled. This determines the number of trunks to be provided. So how much traffic we would allocate for the customers. So that is important in the telecommunication, especially for the this DSS. That is what we take into consideration for the telecommunication traffic. Then what is trunk? Trunk has got specific definition in the telecommunication. So generally we long distance telephone wire connection we used to call it. It is in general it is a entity that will carry one call. Okay, so one wire will be there, no, like this. One wire will be there, no, so it will carry one call. It may be international circuit with the length of thousands of kilometers or a few meters of wire between switches in the same telephone exchange. So it is the length of the wire. It may be kilometer long distance also, or it may be few meters also. So we call it a trunk. Okay. So any entity that will carry one call. So generally one wire will carry one call. What is trunking? The arrangement of trunks and switches within telephone exchange is called trunking. Then traffic variations in minutes. So how calls are going now? So that again we are focusing. The figure 1.1 shows the average traffic in minutes. It shows number of calls in progress on a large telecommunication system, example telephone exchange, made over a few minutes. Here number of calls varies in random manner as individual calls begin and end. So in the figure 1.1, so especially for 4 minutes how the calls have come. Okay, so calls always will be in random. So this 0 to 1 minutes, these many are there. Okay, 0 to 2, these many are there, like this. So it is a traffic variation for in minutes, and also we can have traffic variation in during a day. Okay, so morning 5 a.m. to it go on increase like this and reaches 10 to 11 maximum. So this 1 hour we generally we call busy hour. Okay, and after that during lunch time it will decrease, and again after 2 office will start again it will go high, and in the evening, so all most of the people after the office, okay, will come to the house. So that time during this period also no calls will be there. After 6 again calls will be there, and night it will go on decrease. So this is one day how calls are routed. Okay, there are few calls during the night. The calls are very less. The number of calls rises as people go to work and reaches a maximum by the middle of the morning. So this it reaches high. It falls at a midday as people go to home for working place, and it has further peak in the evening as people make social calls. Once they go to their house, no, again they calls, and night it will be one. So what is busy hour? Sometimes you will get definition in the exam. Busy hour, it is the period of 1 hour which corresponds to the peak traffic load. Okay, so generally peak traffic load we call the busy hour. Generally 10 to 11. Then we have what is the unit of traffic? Traffic intensity or simple traffic defined as the average number of calls in progress. How many average calls are there in progress? We call the traffic intensity. This unit of traffic we call the Erlang. Okay, so how many calls are in progress? Average number of calls are in progress. We call the traffic intensity, and its unit is the Erlang. Okay, after name Erlang, he suggested that name, Danish pioneer of the traffic. On a group of trunks, the average number of calls in progress depends on both the number of calls which arrive and their duration. How many calls will come and how many calls will uh, handle or will be there on that line. Okay, for example, this is the trunk, it is empty, no call will be there. So this trunk is busy now, full, it is engaged. This trunk is again is empty, and this trunk is for this period it will be busy, in this period it is not busy and it is busy. This in B figure it is empty, and in figure B here it is almost 1/3 it is busy. Okay, and again here different section, here it is busy, here it is busy, like this. So how it is going to vary? Okay, so traffic, how it is going to vary depending on the average calls in progress and both number of calls which arrive and their duration. How many calls? Let us say 100 calls have come, but 100 calls have come means how much duration they talked. Okay, so that is their duration. For example, so now I am talking, so call one, but how much time I will talk? I talk for 5 minutes. So that is nothing but the duration and the call which arrive. So call maybe 100 calls may come. What is the duration? Their duration. Okay. So that indicates the calls in progress in a group of trunks. Okay. Then what is holding time? So duration of call is often called the holding time. How much the trunk is held? How much the trunk is busy? Okay, that is called holding time because it holds trunk for that time. Okay, call how much time it holds, that is called holding time. So for example, when I do the call, if I talk for 5 minutes, so 5 minutes is nothing but a holding time. In example, in the figure show how Erlang traffic can result from one trunk being busy all of the time. Okay, so this is what one call is busy all the time. Okay, these are not busy, this and these are empty. And in generally we have in telecommunication the different traffic measurement we used to call. In North America, calls monitor using this CCS. Okay, instead of Erlang, they use a CCS. Hundreds of call seconds per hour. C stands for centum. Centum call per second. Okay, so it is called CCS. Centum means 100, century. Okay, that is why the name CCS. We told it hundreds means century. Centum of calls seconds per. Okay, per we call it the CCS. 1 hour is 33,600. So if I make this 100, this 100 calls CCS, then the CCS. So 1 Erlang is nothing but 36 CCS, where CCS is nothing but 100 calls per second. Okay. Then we have definition of Erlang, the traffic carried by the group. What is Erlang is given or measured by how we have the formula. So A traffic is in its unit is Erlang can be measured with the formula CH by T, where CH is average number of calls arrival during time T. So during this T, how much calls we got? Okay, so generally we treat this as a busy hour. So 1 hour means 60 minutes we will take. Okay, so H will be in minutes. Generally calls will come in, holding time will be in minutes. So we convert this into 60 minutes. So 1 hour, 1 busy hour will be there. 1 hour busy hour means 60 minutes. So this will be in 60. Okay, this will be in minutes. So this we have to convert into minutes. So formula is CH by T. H means average call holding time. How much calls it will be holding? 2 minutes, 3 minutes like this. So if T is equal to H, so T is equal to H. So holding time is equal to number of the hour. Okay. Duration of the call arrival and holding time both are same. Then A equal to C. Thus the number of calls arriving during a period equal to the mean duration of the calls. Okay. So that is one idea. So we have to remember this formula. We will be solving some problems. A equal to CH by T. So let us focus on problem one. Problem one indicates at certain exchange a total of 5,000 calls are originated. Okay, 5,000 calls are originated during the busy hour. So busy hour means 1 hour 60 minutes. 5,000 calls are means C. If the average holding time of a call is 2.5 minutes, so H is 2.5 minutes. Calculate the flow of traffic during this period. This 2.5 minutes, sometimes they will give 2 into half. So 2, 1 by 2 will nothing but 2.5. Sometimes they will give different way also. Okay, so 2.5 minutes, or they may show like this: 2 into 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by 2 is nothing but 2.5 minutes. So then we can calculate A using this. So C is given 5,000. Busy hour T is 1 hour. Okay, busy hour is 1 hour, so 60 minutes. Okay, busy hour is specified. So this is also minutes. That's why this also should be minutes. So C is equal to H by T. C is 5,000. H is 2.5 divided by T is 60 minutes. So 208.3 year long. So you have to remember this. We have to mention this E. Otherwise, marks we will lose. So this is the unit of traffic year long. 208.3 is the year long. So A we can calculate knowing these values. And the second problem focus on here. On an average during busy hour, again busy hour given 1 hour 60 minutes, a company make 120 outgoing calls of a average duration 2 minutes. So 120 outgoing calls means C, and duration H is 2 minutes. Then it receives 200 incoming calls, average of 3 minutes. Okay, so again C is 200 is given, C is H is also 3, and the T is 60 minutes. So using these we can find what is outgoing traffic, what is incoming traffic, what is the total traffic. So outgoing traffic, again we have to use the formula C H upon T. T is 60, H is 2 minutes is given first part, and outgoing call 120. So outgoing traffic we are calculating. So 120 into 2 divided by 60. So it is a 4 year long we will get. Similarly, we can calculate incoming traffic. So incoming traffic is 200. Holding time is 3 divided by 60. So 200 into 3 divided by 60. So 10 year long. Then what is the total traffic is sum of this outgoing, incoming. So it will be 10 plus 4, 14. In another one example, during the busy hour means again 1 hour 60 minutes. On average, a customer with a single telephone line makes 3 calls and receives 3 calls. So total will be 6 will be there. The average call duration is 2. Okay, what is the probability that caller will find the line engaged? So we are finding occupancy of the line. Okay, or traffic once again. So this is 3 plus 3, outgoing 3, incoming 3. How much times it is? Duration holding time will be 2. So busy hour 60 minutes. So it is 0.1 year long, or probability of finding the line is engaged is the 0.1. Okay, so these are the few problems based on the this year long. Okay, A, how to find the traffic. And what is the next one is a congestion. So we studied what is trunk, what is holding time, what is year long, and what is now congestion. A situation where all trunks in a group of trunks are busy. So if 100 lines are there, all 100 people are doing the call, then we will find the congestion. All are busy we will get. If 101 person is doing the call, you will get the engage. So it cannot escape to no further calls. This state is known as congestion. The situation where all the trunks in a group of trunks are busy, and so it can escape no further calls, or it cannot escape no calls at all. This situation is called congestion. See, in message switching system, calls that arrive during congestion wait in a queue until an outgoing trunk becomes free. Okay, in message switching, because it is a store and forward. Thus, they are delayed but not lost in the message switching. But in telecommunication system, when we do the call, suppose 100 lines are there, 100 people are calling, 100 and one person is wanted to do the call, then he won't get. So he will face the congestion and we are losing the call. So for that we call the lost call system. We call this as a lost call system. So message switching is not the lost call system because message will be stored and forward. So it is delayed but not lost. Okay, so that it will be in a queue system. Okay, those message switching already we studied in chapter 1, difference between message switching and circuit switching. So message will fall under the queuing system or delay system. But the calls, telecommunication system calls will be falling under lost call system because they experience the congestion. So in lost call system, how much then traffic carried? Okay, so how much we traffic offered and how much we traffic lost. Okay, so so that difference we will give you traffic carried. Okay, in addition to this, we have another one term called come across this grade of service. Grade of service. The proportion of calls that is lost or delayed due to congestion is measure of the service provided. It is called grade of service. Okay. For lost call system, the grade of service B, it is defined like this. Number of calls lost. See how much calls you lost, like let us say 6 calls lost. Okay. Number of calls we offered 100. Okay, but people are making 106 calls. So 6% will lose the calls there. So that is what B. Always this B value should be minimum. If B value is increasing, if more number of people are losing the calls, then the grade of service is worst. B is the worst. Also B, it can be also calculated using traffic lost. Okay, if you know the how much traffic lost and how much traffic you offered, also we can calculate. And also this B will give other parameters also. B will be proportion of the time which congestion exists. This also indicates how much time the congestion will be exists. And probability of congestion also it will give, or probability that a call will be lost due to congestion. These all parameters this B can give. Okay, so in general, the grade of service will be number of calls lost to the number of calls we offered. And what is traffic carried? Traffic carried will be how much traffic we offered and how much we lost. Okay, so these definitions we have to remember, and we solve some problem here with respect to the traffic lost. During busy hour, again 60 minutes, 1 hour, 1002 calls were offered to a group of trunks and 6 calls were lost. The average call duration was 3 minutes. So H is given, C is given, and capital T is given. Okay, and appropriately we have to use traffic offered, we have to use the formula, and traffic lost also we have to use the same formula. Okay, now look at here. So this C is given, T is given, 6 calls were lost, lost call is given, and H is equal to 3 minutes. So using the again A equal to CH by T, we use the formula and we will calculate. Now for first, now look at here. A equal to CH by T. Traffic offered equal to, so how much calls were there? 1200. And our duration will be 3 minutes, and 60 minutes is 1 hour is the busy hour, or 60 minutes. So it will be 60 year long now. How much traffic we offered? 60 year long. How much we lost? 6 calls. How much time duration was there? 3 minutes, and busy hour was 60 minutes. So traffic lost was 0.3. Then what is traffic carried? Traffic carried formula will be traffic offered minus traffic lost. Traffic offered is 60, lost is 0.3. So 59.7 will be the year long of the traffic we carried. And what is B? B will be traffic lost by traffic offered. So 0.3 upon 60 will be 0.005. this is 60, this is 0.3. So this is the period of service. And total duration of the period of the congestion, this also we can calculate. So grade of service into the T. Okay, so busy hour, capital T will be 60 minutes. We can express, or hour also you can express, or seconds also we can express. Generally we express in second. So 0.005 into this is grade of service into this is the capital T in seconds, 3600, or 60 minutes, 60 minutes. Okay, it will be 1 hour. So we express it in seconds. So I hope all of you understood. Now, generally this traffic measurement we focus in the telecommunication. What is the meaning of this? It means that measuring of busy hour traffic is necessary, and regularly operating company need to measure and must keep records, because every time we need how many people are doing the call in a busy hour, we have to measure this, because we should not lose the call. If we lose the call, then revenue we will be losing. By definition, measuring the traffic carried amounts to counting calls in progress at regular interval during the busy hour and averaging call results. In the past, engineers counted the plugs inserted in manual switchboard. So in the past, manual will be there, no? How much switches they have connected, no? So that they will use to find for a measurement how the traffic, how much today we carried, no? Like that. In modern stored program control system, the central processor generate records of the calls they they set up. So in stored program today we will get all how much traffic we handle. One simple example here. So observations are made of the number of busy lines in a group of junctions at interval of 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes in a busy hour they have checked. The resulted were L113 like this. Okay, the year long they have found out this much traffic for every 5 minutes, and on average it will be, so 12 records they have maintained divided by 12, so they will get a 12 year long. Add all these divided by 12 number. Okay, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So total 12 are there. So add this divided by 12 will answer to 12 year long. Then we have a mathematical model we have to formulate. Before that we do some the basics. Okay, so we have to analyze the traffic. Mathematical model will be there, and that model is based on two assumptions. One is pure chance traffic and another the statistical equilibrium. What is pure chance of traffic? The assumption of pure chance of traffic means that call arrivals and call terminations are independent random events. Sometimes it is also called Poissonian traffic. Means when we do the call, it is not in our hand. Okay, so or when we get the call is random. We can't say the call will come now. If you're having mobile, when call will come, we don't know. When your friends will call, relative call, we know. So that pure chance of traffic will call. So those are independent random events. Okay, they are not regular. They are called random events. If call arrivals are independent random events, their occurrence is not affected by previous calls, because it is not depends on previous. So sometimes it is called memoryless traffic. Okay. It is not like that people will do 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it is not like, not depends. Okay. This assumption of random call arrivals and termination leads to the following results. So we have some models here. Okay, distribution, how calls will come. Number one is Poissonian distribution. Arrivals are Poissonian distribution, that is P of x, probability of x calls arrivals will be mu raised to x divided by x factorial into e raised to minus mu, where x is the number of calls, call arrivals, and mu is the average number of call arrival in a time t. Okay. Then second, in that the time intervals and t. Okay, between call arrivals are the intervals between independent random events, because how much suppose 1 hour is 1 hour you can't fix, or 60 minutes you can't fix, 10 seconds you can't fix. So they are again independent. So interval is there, no, that is also independent random event. We can't judge after every 5 minutes call will come, after 1 second the call will come, after 5 minutes will come. Okay, So how to calculate? Those are nothing but negative exponential distribution it will be, and we can approximate using this formula. Okay. E raised to minus t upon t raised to cap, t cap, where t cap is the mean interval between the call arrivals. And another one is the, since call arrivals of each call and also intervals between two random events, call durations t are also the interval between the two random events and have negative exponential distribution. So see the this is the average and this is the holding. Okay, where is the mean call duration or holding time. So holding time and this is the mean call time arrival. So separate formulas are there for this to find the probability. Okay, the call arrivals interval between two random events using h and using the t cap. Okay, we will solve one problem, we will understand. And what is this is about the pure chance of traffic. So another point is statistical equilibrium. So definition they may ask you in the exam. Statistical equilibrium means the assumption of statistical equilibrium means that generation of traffic is a stationary random process. That is, probabilities do not change during the period being considered. So consequently, mean number of calls in progress remains constant. So if we consider the busy hour, look at here, busy hour. So here average number of calls being, though these are statistical. Okay, so this probability remains almost constant. Generally you check 10 to 11. So if you check today, 100 calls may come. Next day also around 98, 99 calls may come, or 1 or 2 calls may come. So probability is not going to change. Okay. That is called statistical equilibrium. The probabilities do not change during the period being considered. Consequently, mean number of calls in progress remains constant. Okay, is a stationary random process. See, statistical equilibrium is not obtained immediately before the busy hour or when the call rate is increasing, nor at the end of the busy hour. So calling rate is falling. So we can't measure during increasing and during decreasing. So it is when it remains constant, that is called statistical equilibrium. Then we have the problems on that formula. This formula we have problems we'll solve. On average, one call arrives every 5 seconds. So 1 second, 5 seconds, one call is coming. During a period of 10 seconds means 2 calls. What is the probability that means now 10 seconds they are asking. So 5 seconds, one call will be there. So for 10 seconds, 2 call will be there. So average call, mean call will be 2 now. So mu will be 2. Mu for mean, you take as a 2 x number of call arrivals. Okay. Now look at here. No call arrivals means x will be 0. X will be 0. So 2 raised to x, mu raised to x, x factorial e raised to minus mu. So mu will be 2. So 2 raised to 0, 0 factorial is 1, 2 raised to 0 is 1. So e raised to minus 2 will be 0.135. Okay, you take calculator, press inverse of ln, you will get e raised to, and press minus 2, you will get 0.13. And one call arrivals means x equal to 1. 1 factorial equal 2 raised to 1 is 2. Okay, so almost if multiply by 2, you will get this. Then for 2 call arrivals, x equal to 2 factorial, 2 raised to 2. So 4 means 2. Okay, almost same because this is 2, this is 4. Again 2 by 4 by 2 is 2. So almost this will be again same. And more than 2 calls means opposite. We have to go 1 minus these all. 1 no call arrivals, 1 call arrivals, and 2 call arrivals. So more than 2, p raised to greater than 2, 1 minus p of 0, p of 1, p of 2. So you will get this. Okay. So with this, we conclude today's lecture. Tomorrow again we continue with this chapter. Okay. Thank you.